Hey guys, Father Time. I ordered a new computer today. It's coming in soon. It's going to be a beast. Anyway, hopefully it solves some of the issues I've been having. Exciting day today. I'm going to try to give you a little flight in the MilTech Simulations C-17, which is can be bought through the Microsoft Flight Simulator store. The C-17 Glowmaster, I have access to it because I bought the Aviators pack. It's a very complete, you can go to the MilTech Simulations website and get the manuals, a lot of other information over there. They're even coming up with an air refueling app where we're going to be able to air refuel with this thing eventually. It's being implemented in stages. SimBrief integration, I think, will take place soon. Right now it's all manual updates, although we can use the EFB that's with Microsoft Flight Simulator. You can see that's got all sorts of, tells you all about the first fly-by-wire military transport. Came out about 1991 by McDonnell Douglas, when then Boeing, of course, bought McDonnell Douglas and took it over. Some of the stats, pretty complete manual. So documentation is a big thing. If you go all the way to the bottom, tells you everything that I'm going to show you today. You also get a checklist. You can use the checklist that's associated with Microsoft Flight Simulator, or you can print out the checklist that they provide you. Microsoft Flight Simulator check is a little more valuable initially because you're trying to find where things are, right? We're going to fly this flight. We're going to go from Andrews Air Force Base, where the President of the United States keeps their Air Force One, which is a 747-400, soon to be a 747-800 in 2026. We've got a 345-mile flight. We're going to go from Reach aircraft, military flight from Andrews down to Shaw Air Force Base in Sumter, South Carolina. And we're going to go off 19 right into 22 right. Accessibility, we don't need to do any of these, but if you need visual, auditory, motor assistance, or cognitive assistance, that's available to you. Come back in here, we're going to go free flight, which is the old world map. Just telling you, some of you guys haven't done it. MilTech Simulations, we're going to go from Andrews. I'm going to put in KADW, some of the stuff here that we don't usually bother with, right? I'm going to go right off the ramp. I'm going to make it daylight. Daylight, because I'm afraid of the dark. Here's where the president's airplanes are. Air Force One, where those VC-25s, and soon to be VC-26 or something. Set his departure point in the ramp. Arrival, I'll put this in here. We're going to go down to Shaw Air Force Base. That's a joint use field with Simmons Army Airfield, but we'll go to Shaw, KSSC, since I'm an old Air Force guy, really old Air Force guy. KSSC, Shaw Air Force Base, Sumter, South Carolina, and that's that. We'll start the flight, and then we'll program the EFB. Otherwise, you could do it now if you wanted to. Want to get in there and do that? If you look at this EFB, let's run through this. Standard EFB for Microsoft Flight Simulator. They have an EFB on the C-17, but it's just for the doors right now. It's being improved constantly. If you go just across the bottom here, flight performance, mass and ballast, center of gravity, cargo. We'll do that in a little bit. Back here, checklist. We can go through each thing, marking it, going along. Very nice. Pilot logbook, nothing. This is just a preset, whatever you want to use. Flight planner. Let's go here. Andrews to Shaw Air Force Base. That's in there because I just programmed that in there, right? And it said runway 19 right. There is no SID out of here. We're doing direct to Flat Rock. I don't know what that is. SDZ and then CTF. Let's go back in here. So we'll start with FAK, then SDZ. FAK and SDZ. So there's no departure to add. You're going to add point, FAK. Should be Flat Rock. There we go. Add it. Add another waypoint. And what a memory. SDZ. SDZ. Tried this earlier. SDZ. Add it. And then add a waypoint. And the last one was CTF. 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 Katanaya, add it. Then an arrival, we're not doing an arrival. We're just going into the ILS 22 right. So we'll just do, this is ILS 22 right Zulu. All right, that's good. Unless 22 right Zulu. Yeah, that's good. Just leave that ultra transition, which is the IAF, I do believe. IAF right there. So we've done all that. Change the procedure. If you go all the way down, file flight plan with ATC, you could do that. You could send it to avionics in a minute. You could load the flight plan. We'll do that as soon as we get to the gate. Okay, so let me put this off to the side, and we'll go on inside. We'll do the walk around, the exterior inspection. We'll go inside, do a very detailed pre-flight, try to get them started and take off, and maybe even make it all the way down to Shaw. So, and we're going to use Stay Attention, guys, by the way. It's an app, one of my favorite apps for air traffic control. We'll be using that, as you can see in the bottom right here, bottom left-hand corner for you. There she is, big boy. Hopefully everything works. I did notice that we're ready to fly. Look at that. I love that music. Okay, here we are. Let me check one thing. When I came in today, it had dumped all my controllers. Very strange. Mouse, keyboard, controller, hostage 6, Boeing yoke, and throttle. Yep, it's all there. I've got 2020 keyboards on. I've applied to all aircraft. 2020. I just don't want to learn 2024. It's the C-17 Globemaster. I've taken the time to do some views on the inside too. So resume. And let's get started. The President's airplane is way down there at this hangar, way down there. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll do a walk around. Why not? Good morning, sir. This big beauty kind of came in 1991. It was kind of the hybrid between the C-141, C-5, and the C-130s. It needed the C-5's range and the C-130's ability for short field takeoff and landing, and it needed the C-5's ability to carry tanks and fuselages from helicopters, which this can't. I think it can take one M1 Abrams tank, a couple of Humvees, or 100-something paratroopers, or 130 people, or what are some of the other things? Just countless number of things. But okay, there's pitot tubes, angle of attack probes. That's how we're going to get in a minute. Nose gear treads, some strut showing. That's cool. I love this viewing port right there. Let's see where you're going. It's like the old school. They used to have the viewing ports on the old 7.2s and old 7.4s and 7.07s, so you can look at. They still have them there. See it up there? You can clear a little better. So yeah, this air refueling app's going to be coming in. We'll be able to do AR with this. Can't fly the tankers, which I guess are going to be like 7.6s and A330 and KC-135s, something like that. We can't fly them, but we'll be able to fly this, hopefully. There's A probes, pitot tubes. Oh, now access door, VHF antennas, UHF antennas, satellite antennas, condition of the nacelles. We'll do the whole walk around, guys. We're going to be very thorough here. We're going to go in and we're going to use the checklist, file this flight plan, and we're going to get this thing flying somehow. They're going to have the reverses active. It's not active right now, but this thing, with these are static discharge wicks, position lights, looking for any fuel dripping, reverser doors. Yeah, they're going to be able to do reverse and flight, which this thing can do to do tactical landings, tactical descents into fields. You go right over and you drop. I don't know what they do, 10,000 feet per minute, some ridiculous thing with reverses out. I may be exaggerating, but it's something like that. And that's so that you can come right in over an airfield where you have protection from anti-aircraft and missiles, hopefully. Just spiral on down. We're not going to do any of that today. Tail skid. These strakes, I don't know, this is the cargo door. We'll get in and we'll activate that. I don't think we can do it from the outside. Oop, not yet. The EFB that they have here is going to be able to do more, including like sim brief downloads, but at the moment it's just to operate the doors. We'll play with that a little bit. This is going to be a 2-hour video, guys, and it will be time stamped, but it's going to be, the meaning is for you to be able to duplicate this and go fly this big airplane. And we check the gear, get down in there and check the gear as well. All right, guys, let's go in. That's enough of that silliness. We don't actually have a checklist for the exterior here, but we do have one for the cabin safety inspection when we first go in. You come in here, get your little mousey going, and in we go. And we are in the cockpit. Hey, my drone still works in here. That I didn't know. I have my controller. I didn't know that worked in here. All right, guys, while we're here, let me load the flight plan, back, send route to avionics, okay, and file the plan with ATC. We did that. We've got IFR flight plan registration, AA, we'll call it N, November 717, Air Force, we'll say, AF, I don't know. Airline, other, that's good. Flight number, 123, call sign, we are reach, 123, heavy, but November 25th, time, it's 5:38, so that's 6 p.m. Gonna go to PM here, PM, 6 p.m. ballpark. Transponder, yeah, mode C, got mode C. You can put in a builder of all the things you have that you want to put in here for your operating stuff. But we did all that. Build it. Right up here. Load, payload. It's got a 0 fuel weight is in here. That's 0 fuel weight, so we just need to get the fuel. So let's go in empty operating weight, block fuel, 159 pounds. I'm going to put in, I got to be honest, don't really know how to do this, but when I go 2,000, how much fuel do we need to use? I'll show you. We're supposed to have, I don't, this is not right, 46.7, so contingency fuels, let's put in 40,000. I know that's ridiculous. Final reserve, 6,000 extra. You see the block fuel now, it's 48, 800. I know that's not how you do it, guys. 800, just like that, and that, and now load flight plan, back, send route to avionics, file flight plan with ATC. I guess that's how you do it. So down here, guys, we have the inspection. This is a checklist. If you go back, a few different things, but you click on checklists, and let's do the pre-flight cabin safety inspection. Gear handle is down. Click that down. And as you do it, you'll notice the pre-flight circle starts to, you can't see that.
117, cross miler at flight level 310.
Starts to fill in. Engine ignition, if you don't know where it is, click on it.
310, Spirit 117.
Engine ignition. And what are we supposed to do with that? Normal. Normal. Engine ignition switch selectors to off. And the engine ignition selector is off right here. Engine shutoff switches 1 and 2. See that horizontal? Vertical is what we're going to put them and use ignition to start up once we get the APU started and bleed going. Ops power switch. Don't know where that is. There it is. Ground power ops switch off. That's off.
Delta 256, cleared direct to airport, descend and maintain 6,000.
Battery switch on, locked.
Direct to airport, descending to
Battery
6,000,
switch
Delta 256.
Wax fail. Wax
And locked.
fail.
Cirrus 555,
Turn it
Sierra Mike,
horizontal.
traffic alert, 2 o'clock, 4 miles opposite direction.
DC
Traffic
cross
inside
tie
Cirrus
switch
555, Sierra Mike.
to auto. Looks like it's auto. Auto. Emergency power switch. Auto. It's the wrong one, right? Auto. Transfer buses. You can see that we're just doing the electrical panel here. Transfer buses, switch, normal. Normal. Left and right, avionics. Auto, and they look like they are.
Traffic ahead. Reduce speed to 200
Look like
knots.
they're in auto.
Reducing to 200 knots for separation.
Right there, auto.
758.
And once again, this is just pre-flight safety inspection. You see the circle starting to fill up here. Pretty valuable. Like I said, I wouldn't use it once I get used to. Warning caution display. Just check or reset it. Don't know how to do that. There's a warning caution display here. Don't really know how to reset that. That's something I'll have to learn. Well, we'll go. When we take off, we're not going to have any yellow or red lights up here. That's my goal. External power switch on, available. External power switch, it's available. Turn it on. Things coming to life. Fire detection switch tested. All the way up. I think I actually programmed something here to go all the way up. Did I? No. Wrong again, Captain. I'm going to press it, hold it. Huh. Worked last time.
APU fire. Fire number
Master warning there is good.
Fire number 2 engine.
All right, I'm going to do the other
Fire
side.
number 3. APU fire.
And you can see the messages on the
Fire
warning and
number
caution
1
panel down
engine.
here. And also the
Fire
master
number
warning
2
light here.
engine.
And it looks like the fire lights
number 3 engine.
are all on too.
Fire number 4 engine.
And I think you have to come back up, push these off
APU
again.
Fire.
Like that. Hey, how's that? Pretty good, huh? Proud of myself. Smoke detection system, test and arm. Smoke detection system, test and arm. And we test it. I guess we come in here and we look for smoke detection. I don't know. We're doing it though, aren't we? This is so much fun. I guess maybe I had to hold it. I'm not going to worry about it. Arm. I apologize to the people over at MilTech Simulations for any mistakes I make. I really do. Bus tie, AC tie switch to auto. And that's auto. Bailout alarm, test. Bailout alarm, test. Probably make a PA before you do that. Emergency light switch arm. And armed. Isn't this cool? Stall test complete. Stall test 1. That's complete. Yeah, I did manage to get it off here. And look at this. Pre-flight is in the green. See the little light there? It's in the green. Let's do pre-flight safety inspection. Now we're going to do the pre-flight. Park and brake. I know where that one is. Sorry to take you on that little journey. Parking brake is on. That's off. That's on. Warning display. Check the WAP. That's this thing. And just read through those. We're going to be spending a lot of time doing that, trying to get lights to go out. Interior and extra lights as required. Okay. Let me see. I know there's one here. I know there's one here. I know there's some under here. I think I have this modeled. Turn those up. And I do believe there's some over here. I need a C. I had friends that flew the C-17 in the military. I should call them, have them start helping me out here. I turn this all the way up, these three. Or at least have them watch my video. Tell me what I did wrong. That'd be cool, right? All right, guys. That's that. We'll figure the rest of that out later. I can check my good time to check my throttles here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Speed brakes. You know, where is the speed brake switch? That is one I need to find. Hang on a second. Okay, I had to Google it. This is the speed brake switch over here. There's actually a video online of it, and you can pull it back or forward to fully extend the speed brakes. Let me see if this works on this thing. That's not working. I don't know if they're operational, guys. Yeah, I don't know if they're operational, but that is the speed brake switch. All right, now you know. That wasn't part of the checklist, just was one of the many things that crossed my mind. Cockpit and instrument illumination as required. RU switches. Here we go. On. All right. And there's 4 of them. We'll start on the number 1 over here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. HUDs, MFDs, and MCDUs to on and adjusted. So the HUDs, MFDs, multifactional display. You can see you can have a PFD here. You can have an ND, PPI. What map? Maybe, I don't know. Engine to start. CFG is your flight control page. You can have that. These are not modeled. You can adjust the brightness right there. We'll go to PFD. But that's the MFD, multifunctional display units. Of course, they're all over here. They each have there's 4 of them. They each have their own push buttons there. ComNav radios, check ComNav radios, did that. ComNav radios. I do believe right here. And the way you use this, let me see here. You go com, right? And if you want to change the frequency, change it here. Like that, and then transfer it over. Okay? You have VHF, HF, UHF. Okay, so that's that. I don't know what nav is. Looks like that's what you get for your TACAN, ADF. Is your squawk? How can I set the squawk in here? We'll let the co-pilot do that for us. But anyway, let's put this on comm right now for now. Okay, now you know. Pilot standby instruments checked. I don't think these standby instruments are modeled yet. Full cage to adjust. Altimeters, we'll get that in a minute. You can adjust it right here. What is the current altimeter? Current altimeter. Oh, I know where to get it. Let's go in here. Weather. Flights. Andrews. Weather. ATIS. 2999. Parting 19, right? 2999. 2999. Hopefully that's not the others. I'm afraid to look. Total fuel 103. Total fuel reset. Okay, I just happened to notice that little random thought for you. Pilot standby instruments, we did that. ELT switch, normal. ELT switch. Don't know, guys. Just one of those ones we don't know. Arm switch to disarm. We'll look at. All right. OBIG is on. OBIG's on. And what else we got here? This is the origination preflight. Compartment airflow. Kind of look at that. Air compartment airflow on. Remote temp controller. Avionics cool override is off. Air compartment airflow to on. Trim air on. On. Wow, a lot of lights off, huh? Avionics cool override. Avionics cool override. Where is that? It's off. Open, off. Windshield defog, on. Defog is on. It's a lot, guys, I know. Left and right windshield anti-ice, set up to off. They're off. Windshield defog on. Defog is on. Probe heat stays off for now. Engine and wing anti-ice are off. Engine and wing anti-ice. This is the defog right here. Engine and wing anti-ice. That's interesting. So I'm unable. There. Off, on. Okay, that would, I don't know, guys. Engine anti-ice off, and they're off. Probe heat off for now. They're off. You can turn that on before takeoff. No smoking fasten seatbelt signs. We'll turn them on. They're on. Anti-skid brake temp switch. Following the yellow brick road there. Let's go over here. What you got for me, brother? This is how you do it. Brake switch arm. That's armed.
UPS 461 heavy cleared for the star
Mission
arrival
computer
contact approach
initialized.
on
Okay, guys.
119.3.
Woo!
Cleared
Man,
for the star,
let's go in here.
switching to 119.3.
Mission computer
UPS
initialized.
461 heavy.
Position in it. Put that in. That's working. I don't know if they're duplicating or what they're doing. We're not going to get afraid. Let's see what we got for flight plan here. Index. Data link. That's cool. All right. Return. Just kind of trying to get used to this, guys. Flight plan. We did have. Look at that. It's in there. It's under mission. This one was under mission. When I clicked the mission, it came in. Leg wind. Not active. How do we move through this? That's it, C-Chen, then Ultra, then the approach. All right, very cool. That was in there. I just hit the mission. Remember I sent it from the electronic flight bag? Who's better than us? We'll say that's initialized for now. FNC actuator panel. FNC actuator panel. A lot of stuff there, huh? Set the EFCF, they're all set there. They're 12 o'clock. That's good. We're getting there. Mission computer, FMS setup flight plan. We did that for now. Fuel pump 3 on. 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 Fuel pump 3 for some reason. Is on. APU starter switch, so that's why. APU starter switch. We're going to go to start. You can see the RPM starting to go. Okay, we're starting it on up. AP generator arm when it starts. Aux pumps 2 and 3 on and verified. Aux pump 2 and 3 on and verified with the pressure there. This is unbelievable. Now, the last thing we're going to do is APU generator. You can see the pre-flight is complete. Like I said, you'll be able to use this when you get it down. I'm just not there yet, guys. I'm looking for the APU generator. It's still coming up. 74%. EGT's a little low there, huh? And it's available. And how do I turn that on? It says APU generator. Put it on. And we can use external and APU, but now we turn out the external. Don't know why. All right, so the pre-flight's complete. Load master. This goes back to the load master control panel. Take a look. All the way in the back. Look at this. Oh, you know what we got to do? You know what we got to do? Hold on just a second. We got to put some stuff in here. How do I do that? Back. Hold on. Flight performance. I'm sorry you have to see this. Oh, EFB. Right down here. Hang on a second. Let me get you hooked up on the EFB here. I guess it's going to be able to do a lot more here shortly. For the time being, it's not working out, so that's what happened there, guys. All right. Hey, we're all learning, right? Here it is. Really apologize for that. EFB keeps disappearing. I think I made it go away. Let me see how I get that back. Hang on a second. I had to click up in this area to get it back, guys. So you can definitely stow it for whatever reason. All right, let's have a little fun. What can I do here? Payload. Let's put in a tank. Armored vehicle. Presidential limo. We are at Andrews. Let's put that in there. All right, now let's go to the back in a second. And also, I'm going to go outside, and I'm going to lower the door. Fuel. Total fuel. That's good enough. I'm not going to worry about that. Payload. Fuel. No services. All right, let's open up the cargo door. Ramp down. You ready? There it is. How's that? Oh, that's one door. Oh, look at the presidential limo. All right. Okay. That's nothing wrong with that.
467, maintain 250 knots.
Let's go payload.
250 knots, American
Silver bullet.
467.
Don't know what that is. Train. Train, okay, we're not done yet, right? We're not done. Armored vehicle. Let's go in the thing. Armored vehicles. Loadmaster station there. Oh, man, this is just, guys, this is so cool. You can lower that door too. Hold on a second. You got to see all this stuff, right? UH-60, a helicopter fuselage. Or be that one. Oh, there you are, you little devil. Right behind me, you sneaky little fella. Two of them. Got two fuselages in there. I think we can put this door down too. Let's go back inside. Yeah, I'm having fun. I am having fun, I'll admit it. We got to do cargo pallet. Nah. C-47, CH-47 fuselage. We didn't try that one, did we? There it is. All right, and then lastly, Humvee. Humvees, okay. Kidding me? Cargo pallet. Presidential limo, got all those fellas in there. Fuel payload. Let's get some of the doors going here. That's the ramp down, and then maybe it's the cargo door. Ramp leveled. Don't know about that. Paratrooper door, cargo door, ramp down. There we go. You know? Let me see if I can close it up now. Back inside. Now you've done it, Captain. Ramp down, ramp up. There we go. We're all buckled up. All right, guys. Hey, that's why we're here, right? That is why we're here. How are we doing on our checklist here? We are Loadmaster checklist. Open the ramp cargo door, required cargo door select, takeoff weight, verify takeoff weight is in safe limits. CG. I think that is from the Loadmaster panel. Takeoff weight. Cargo door ramp. It's all checked. Loadmaster compartment on. On. CG. Don't really know much about here, guys. I'm going to have to see if anyone else can figure this out. All right, cargo floor heater compartment. Yeah. Don't even know if there's a power switch back here. Look at this. Okay, let's get back in the cockpit. That was frightening. All right, Loadmaster's done. Before starting into
contact
checklist.
approach on 125.35. Good day.
Radio comm set. And here's what we're going to do, guys.
125.35. Good day, JetBlue
Let
945.
me bring over my handy dandy guys, my brother in arms. Hey, Brian, how you doing today, buddy?
And departing runways.
Doing well, Father Time. Ready to assist with the comms whenever you're ready to hand them over.
Okay, you have the
Advise on
comms.
course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold
Roger
short
that, Father
instructions.
Time. I'll handle the comms from here.
VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 127.55. Advise on initial contact. You have information.
Okay, Brian, can you get our ATC clearance to Shaw Air Force Base?
Copy that, Father Time. I'll contact clearance for our IFR clearance to Shaw Air Force Base.
Andrews clearance, reach 123 heavy, requesting our IFR clearance. We have golf.
Reach 123 heavy, cleared to Boston via the Suki 5 departure. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 37010 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.6.
Boston.
Reach 123.
All right, guys, let's start this over. We're going to do a new flight. Hang on a second. Let's come in here. That was an old flight, wasn't it? Sorry you guys had to hear that. All right, so Andrews Air Force Base. That's good. Let's try that over again. Okay, Brian, could you please get us clearance to Shaw Air Force Base?
Sure thing, Father Time. I'll handle the clearance request.
Andrews clearance, Father Time 123. We'd like to collect our IFR clearance. We have golf.
Father Time 123, Andrews clearance, cleared to Boston via the Suki 5 departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 370 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.65 squawk 1422.
Andrews clearance, Father Time 123. Cleared to Boston via Suki 5 departure, then as filed. Climb to and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 3.
All right, guys, we're just going to go with that, okay? So let's go back inside. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I really don't. So 4,000 feet. Let's go on the altitude. And find that over here somewhere. Approach path, Mach, heading, vertical speed, altitude. 4,000 feet. We're not going to do the Suki departure, guys. We're just going to do the runway heading. Because that seems to be a little loss here. All right, and we're going to go over here, 30-9. We're parked over here. And we're going to go to 19 right, probably the ramp right over here on the way down. I don't know why. There we go. And it showed up nicely. Okay. See here. It's taking its time, isn't it? You go airport. There we go. Okay. For whatever reason, that's not going anywhere. All right. So comm radios are set. APU external power equipment. We don't need external. We've taken that off. APU is already started. APU air. Let's get that on. Starting the engines for taxi. Okay, let's move this off to the side. APU air. Figure out how to get the APU air on. All the way up top here, APU bleed. There we go. Remote temp control is off. Ram air is open. All right, now I do believe to start this thing, all we have to do, we'll say we're clear to start, all right? And we have to come in here. I go to ignition to A and go up to this, turn on. We're going to start number 4 first. Turn on all the fuel pumps. Turn on all the generators, get those ready to go. All the way up top. Get the hydraulic pumps ready to go. And pull the start switch. See this thing right here, number 4, that's in line. Engine start switch right there. And on the MFD here, we can go engine. And we'll see if it starts up. We have to make sure that we have proper pressure up here. And we do. Pressure's coming up. Okay, now it's not starting, so I've done something wrong. Start valve is open. I've got this one in line. Let me try over here. Try this. Hydraulic pressure's coming up there. That's in line. Fuel pump's in line. Here it comes. It's starting. Miracles never cease. Hope you're enjoying this, guys. A lot of fun. And 19 right. I guess we're just going to taxi out here. Yes, we have room, right? Past all these little guys. You know, having developed the TFDi with those guys, the MD-11, I know how difficult this process is. This airplane's going to be unbelievable. It's tremendous potential. It's great. A little bit of roll there. All right, guys, it's coming up. It's idle RPM. Looks pretty good. All right, that's good. Let's come to the overhead again. Now we're going to start number 1. We can close that. We'll leave that fuel on. And pull the number. We can shut off the start switch. Open up number 1. So we've got that fuel in line. Got the ignition going. And in line, we'll see if this starts up. Let's go outside. Maybe we can hear it. Yeah, it looks like it's turning. Guys, this is fun. Although we're not getting into the N1 right now. I don't know if it just takes a little while. Let me go do something. I'll cycle the ignition up here. I'll go to the left. See if that works. There it goes. Max power, MCT, and we'll go max 1.47. All right, looks like we got a good start on that one. Go back to the overhead. We're going to go to number 2, get that in line. Those pumps on. Right. View quantity channel selector. Yeah, I know I'm probably doing lots wrong, guys. Shut this one, open that one. I'm just moving the ignition around because it appeared that helped last time, but it could just be slow. That's how they turn, a little slower. Looks like it's turning. There it goes. Had an advantage being able to fly around, huh? Here it comes. Hey. Right there, we are 47 minutes in. That's worth the price of admission. We got to see the cargo, how to do the EFB, how to update that, how to load the FMC. Oh, the HUD here, guys. You can open and close this. Like that. You can put your armrests up and down. I just did that earlier. Who are you back here? Dude. All right, so yeah, never didn't see him coming. Civilian version, huh? So let's go inside. I'm going to close that start valve. I'm going to open this one. You can see that the panel is starting to, lights are starting to go out. Engine 3 fail is what's left. I'm just changing this ignition because for whatever reason it seems to work. Let's go out and see if that one's turning, just to save ourselves time. Great job by MilTech Simulations, really great job. Tremendous potential, a lot of blast. Wait till that air refueling app comes in. Oh man. So guys, Say Intention is fantastic. They're one of the first apps to be able to use not very promising, is it? I feel like I'm in the DC6 or all the problems starting that thing. Let me go to the overhead. You guys can leave a comment if you know what I'm doing wrong. All right, we're going to turn this all the way over A and B. That sounds like it's working now. Here it comes. I don't know what I'm doing there, guys. Don't know why that's working like that. But here it comes. Remember the MFD, multifunctional display units, all 4 of them. You can display what you want here. So for the FO over here, if you want engine instruments for takeoff, you could leave it on that side. If you want a nav display here, nav display, PFD. So I would like PFD nav, and he can leave the engine instruments there, I guess. Totally up to him. Them, I don't know what procedures are. All right, let's see how we did. Whoa, didn't need to see that. Move this over here. Starting the engine, 4 starting engines, MFD, APU bleed, air on, nav lights on. That would have been nice if I did this checklist, right? Would have been really nice because I didn't turn on the nav lights. Or the beacons. Anti-collision. This light over here, it's kind of funky. Let me show you this stuff. It goes up all the way up to FSF and wing. This one, nav lights are on like that. Anti-collision. It says to put it to there. To FSLG wing. Nav light says to turn them on. We turn those on. Engine ignition selectors, turn that off now. That's off. Throttles are idle. We did that. Bleed air supply checked. We can come up here and turn off the APU bleed now. The bleed air supply we did check. So I definitely should have stuck with the checklist there. Turn off the APU bleed. APU bleed, and I can turn off the APU. Shutting down, you can hear it out there. Throttles, idle, shut off valve, start through, I'm checking off the checklist. You guys can't even see me. Here we are. Sorry about that. We started engines 2 and 3, turned off the APU bleed. Left and right packs on. Right packs on. Engine ice is required. Yeah, we really don't need them. Probe heat we can turn on before takeoff. We'll turn it on now. Engine ice, I don't think you need it. It's nice out there. Probe heat switches are as required. Left and right windshield anti-ice are supposed to be as required. That's off. Hydraulics, they all should be on. They are. Let's check our panel here, guys. It says anti-ice and diff mode. Diff mode. Oh, I know what it is. So up here, you go to diff, IFF mode rather. I'm sorry. Our boy set it for us. Now, how do you set it? How do you set this to TARA? So here's the different modes down here. Let's do something here. Let's go back and see if we can get that light to go out. Go M1. Standby. Okay, there we go. TA, it says TA. Got that out. Now this engine ice, anti-ice on. I don't know what that is. Don't know why that's doing that. I can turn these to normal. And windshield off. Nope. Maybe I turn all 4 of these on. Is it like that? No. Nope. Okay. So guys, I don't know why. Maybe if one of you guys from MilTech Simulations could tell me why I'm taking off with that on. So anyway, checklist. You can see 4 starting engines. We did all that. We did that. 4 starting engines. I missed these guys. A few quantity check. A few boost pumps are on. A few boost pumps are all on. Okay, before taxi, 4 starting engines. Parking brake is on. For taxi, kind of lost my discipline there, didn't I? DT tie switch to auto. It's auto. Liar. Hydraulic transfer pump auto. It's auto. Flaps and slats. Check for full movement. So I got to go here. I think it said half flaps. Config. Gonna bring down my flaps. That says slats, half flaps. We haven't set our panel up yet either. Flap slats, check flaps for full movement. And I don't believe my rudders are working. I gotta go reset those. Yeah, I reset my rudders. Come back here. Rudder. You guys are seeing this because I did this and then it did not want to rotate. There and there. Okay, if you want to go outside and check that out. Guess you can't see it, it's not modeled maybe. Yeah, the spoilers and everything aren't modeled outside. Okay, brake temps are good. Trim, aileron trim. Now, as far as speeds go, flight controls are checked. APU generators are all off. We turned all that off. APU's off. Standby to EPR. EPR. Okay. Thrust rating max. Okay, I already did that. I set it at max. Stabilizer rudder trim. Set 0. There's a rudder trim. 0, 0, 0. And aileron trim is 0. Stab trim is 0. Rudder trim is 0. Altimeter set, we did that. Closed doors, they're closed. Hydraulic temps check. There they are. Temps are all good. Pressures are all good. One thing we have left on, I think, is that engine, that ice thing. Display check. Oh, that's not good. Parking brake. Takeoff stabilizer. Let me see if I can get the takeoff stabilizer light out. Okay, so let's try to set the elevator trim up.
Brakes.
All right.
Brakes.
It like that.
Brakes. Brakes.
Parking brakes.
Brakes.
Only reason we doing that, guy. Oh, I see. The
Brakes.
number 1 throttle is up. Somehow that got up. That was obviously me.
Brakes.
Don't know why it's doing that. That was interesting, huh? All right, so the engine's good. Fuel flow, that's good. Wow. Okay, so taxi checklist. Let's do that. Taxi, 40% max. Let's go to the overhead. Turn on our taxi lights. And you know what? Who are we to... let's get all our lights on, right? We are just maxed out here, aren't we, guys? Okay. Hey, look at this. Look at the anti-ice light, parking brake, DC tie off. That's not good. So DC tie off. So we need to go up here. DC tie somehow went off. Okay, that's good. Tied. DC tie. I'm just going to tie it. Okay, anti-ice. So that's the only light we have up here on the display panel. Taxi lights are on. Brakes, minimize use, thrust reversers checked. And taxi. Here we go. So that's complete. In flight for takeoff. Brakes and steering check. We'll do that. Flight instruments check. Probe heat switches we turned on. Fuel boost pumps we turned on. They're all on. Probe heat we turned on. They're on. Display checked. We checked that. Warning is caution display, flaps extended. Let me take another look at those, make sure I didn't mix those up here. Flaps are half flaps right there. Okay. Hydraulic temps we checked. Exterior lights is required. Landing lights is required. Takeoff checklist. Brakes, we're going to hold brakes. Takeoff thrust, they don't need this stuff. Rotate 12 degrees. All right, guys. That's it. If nothing else happens, we're good to go. All right, so we're pretty happy. Brian, can you call for taxi, please? Forgot I had Brian, right?
I can handle that once you hand over the comms to me.
Okay, Brian, you have the comms and call for taxi, please. There we are.
Roger that, Father Time. I'll handle the taxi request.
The progressive taxi is not available yet, guys. But they usually have progressive taxi here. For whatever reason, it's not coming up here. So we're going to go to ground. Okay, Brian, call for taxi, please.
Roger that, Father Time. I'll contact ground for taxi clearance.
Hope you're enjoying this, guys. We're an hour in.
Ground, Father Time 123, ready to taxi. We have golf.
Who knows what we're going to get to? I don't even know how to operate
Father
the
Time
direct to.
123, Andrews Ground, taxi to runway 19er left via Whiskey, cross runway 19er right, then November.
Runway 19 left, Whiskey, cross 19 right, then November. Father Time 123.
All right, 19 left. Not even worried about it. Here we go. Brakes are off. What could go wrong, kids? Let's get out of here. I do notice that it takes a little bit more throttle movement to get it to move. Hopefully my nose wheel steering works. Yeah, it works. All right. Let's give these guys plenty of room over here. I'm having a lot of fun, guys. No matter what happens, we're publishing this bad boy. I went through all this before, and on takeoff, it just was not controllable. I checked my controls. I calibrated my controls. I'm positive it's me. I'm positive it's me because it always is. Almost always is. But we're going to give it a shot. 12 degrees, we'll go toga. I do have a toga switch planned. We're climbing up to 4,000 at the moment. Autopilot off. Hoping they give us a higher altitude faster. I should come back down here and go PFD on my MFD. And you know we don't have armed. What we didn't do is our flight director up here. Flight director. There it is. It's a little old flight director, isn't it? Let's get over here. We are humming down this taxiway. See if I can look outside here. I'm a little scared. Get on the taxi line, you nut. Father Time. Can you call it yourself a nut? I think you can. I have the wrong runway in here. I think I have 19 right in the FMC, but I'm terrified to change it. Yeah, one of the things that I haven't spent any time doing is exploring how to turn the autopilot on. Don't even know. Autopilot right there. And auto throttles right there. We'll do LNAV, VNAV. We can go VNAV. Click that. Right now we just have pitch here. So I haven't figured out how to work this yet. Cage approach, ADRA, flight director. Okay, well I got some studying to do, but we'll take it up. We'll do what we can here. See how far we can get. We learned a lot today, didn't we? Oh, by the way, you can adjust your HUD lighting here. Day, night, whatever. All right, we're cleared to cross. Can't believe this thing can carry a tank. Man, that's impressive. All those Humvees, that was fun. Looking at all the cargo. I'll tell you right now, no matter what happens, going forward here, I'm impressed. It's going to be a real nice
Falcon 762
model.
Foxtrot Romeo, hold short of runway 22, waiting for departing traffic.
All right, guys, we're clear to
Holding
cross.
short of runway 22, Falcon 762 Foxtrot Romeo.
We're going to do a little left-hand turn to get over to 19 left. Yeah, say intentions, this app has progressive taxi, but it's not active on this one. I tried it last time. I don't want to bother doing it, which they have little green arrows that take you out there. Should we tell them we're ready to go? This is 19 right. We are cleared to taxi across. Finals clear. We're like on a secret mission with these guys in civilian clothes. Military transport, huh? Already got my lights on. Okay, Brian, you can tell we're tower. We're ready for takeoff on 19 left.
Contacting tower now for takeoff clearance on runway 19er.
Andrews Tower, Father Time 123. Holding short of runway 19er, we're ready for departure.
Father, time 123. Andrews Tower, runway 19er left. Winds 180 at 5. Cleared for takeoff.
Runway 19er left, cleared for takeoff. Father Time 123.
Guys, I've got to put V2 in here. I should have the heading selected in here. 190. One thing I didn't check to do.
Auto throttle. Auto throttle. Auto.
By accident I hit the auto throttle. I got a couple of things I want to set up here before we go. I'm going to leave 200 in here for the speed. I'd probably normally put V2 in, I don't know. But, and I'm going to go runway heading. Seven looks good.
Bonanza 964 Foxtrot Alpha 2, hold short of runway 12 traffic on final.
Holding short of runway 12, Bonanza 964 Foxtrot Alpha 2.
Auto throttle. Auto throttle.
Here comes the throttle. Oh, the
throttle.
number 2 and
Auto
3
throttle.
engines, 2 and 4 engines aren't coming up. Hold on a second. Here we go. Now the auto throttle's armed. Beeper's 1.51 at set. 100 knots, 120. See, the tape goes the opposite way. I'm going to be real careful. I'm going to take my time and rotate around 180, which I know is much. There we go. Just a little nose up, let it fly off. I definitely rotated too hard. Positive brake gear up. The PFD does have flap speeds on it. All right, guys, that did not work out well. I'm not even going to show you what happened after takeoff. Got airborne, get the gear up, flaps up, and then I had no idea what was going on with flying the airplane. So I did find out that, I have to study just how to manipulate the mode control panel up there. But anyway, I think we got a lot of good work in, so I'm going to publish it. I think the airplane has a lot of potential. I've got a lot to learn. But we got you up to takeoff. I think that went well. We showed you how to use the checklist inside and out, and that part is all good. All right, guys, if you don't mind subscribing, that'll be great. Help me out. Join the Discord. Leave comments, suggestions, references that I can use to improve myself. Thank you very much.